Father John here. So we're getting ready for the celebration of the Sacrament of Confirmation, and by the time you watch this, I hope that your families will have received the dates and our plans for the celebration of Confirmation. Preparation for Confirmation is a little more complicated this year. We couldn't have a retreat like in the spring, and some of the things that we'd actually be starting now, like our Great 1-8 program, we really have to make some adjustments to. So in the information you receive, you'll hear about some of the things we have planned, and then in the weeks ahead, you're going to see some different videos shared with you in ways just offered to help you to prepare for the celebration of the Sacrament of Confirmation on the dates that you have received. One of the things that we really need to do to prepare ourselves for the celebration of the Sacrament of Confirmation is to prepare a space for the Spirit to kind of dwell in us. Almost like to make some room, if you will, for the Holy Spirit to dwell in you and in me. And the truth is, if we're honest, sometimes the brokenness in us and the sinfulness in us and the failures in us, they take up a lot of space. And it's hard for anyone, especially that presence of God, to get in because we're so filled up with us. And so the church gives us this beautiful sacrament of reconciliation. And normally we would celebrate like in September and October, we'd have big confession services here in the church. With everything that's going on, that's going to be a little harder to do. So we're going to ask you over the next 5 to 6 weeks to celebrate the Sacrament of Reconciliation or Penance or Confession, however you might be familiar with calling it, on your own in these days. So here, let me give you some of the practical details, and then at the end, I'll share with you just one consideration for your own prayer. Okay? So the first is this. At St. John's, we celebrate the Sacrament of Reconciliation every single day. So we celebrate confessions, or have confessions, after the 7 a.m. daily Mass and the 12 noon daily Mass every day. We celebrate confessions on Saturdays after the 8 a.m. daily Mass from 4 to 4:45 on Saturday afternoons, and from 7 to 7:15 on Saturday evenings. We also celebrate confessions, or hear confessions, on Sundays, beginning now at 5:30, before the 6 o'clock Mass. So, good news. If you have sins, we have a lot of times for you to come and to be freed of them with the Sacrament of Reconciliation. So we're asking you, and we're trusting you, that you want to prepare that space for the Holy Spirit to dwell. And we're asking you to make some time in the weeks ahead to go to celebrate the Sacrament of Reconciliation on your own. In a sense, it's good practice too, because that's how we often receive reconciliation. We have prayer services and things, but oftentimes it's when I go to confession, I go to another parish and usually just wait online with everybody else. And that's kind of maybe a good practice for you to do too. So either here at St. John's, or if you want to look around in one of the local parishes, we'd ask you to go to the Sacrament of Reconciliation sometime in the weeks ahead before the celebration of the Sacrament of Confirmation. Practically, here's what you need to do. At St. John's now, we're hearing confessions in this space. This is the chapel inside the church building. Normally we hear confessions in the confessionals, but because we want to have some space and some distance, and we want to have a little more ventilation, we have confessions every day here in the chapel in the church. So when you come into Our Lady's Chapel, you can go to confession face to face, which means you see the priest, and there's a chair spaced away from where the priest sits so you can see him. If you'd rather go behind the screen, there's a screen here in the chapel that you either can kneel behind or sit in a chair behind. Either way, I think it's a really good idea if you tell the priest when you come in that you're one of our candidates for confirmation, so they can be better prepared to minister and to pray with you in the celebration of that sacrament. I know over the weeks we'll give you some other tools that will help you. You really should prepare for reconciliation. We'll give you some examinations of conscience to kind of look at and consider. And really, I find most times we kind of know where we're broken and where we need to do some work. In preparing for the video today, I was thinking of these masks, You know, how tired are you of these masks? I'm done. I don't know about you, but I know the importance of them, and I know why we wear them, and we wear them basically to keep other people safe. But you know, I think a lot of us wear masks that aren't the ones that we need for safety and protection. I think a lot of us wear different masks that we don't let Jesus see the real us. And so we cover ourselves up, you know, with all these different images and all these different ideas, and we don't face probably some of the things that we need to face, and we keep hiding. The sacrament of reconciliation allows us to get rid of the masks that are the tougher masks probably to get rid of. And when we're able to be free of those and we allow Jesus just to see us as we are, all of that stuff gets cleared out and the Holy Spirit can dwell. So I'm asking you in the weeks ahead to make time to go to confession. Bring your family, they can come to confession too. You know, somebody said, oh, Father John, there's going to be so many kids at confession, the lines are going to be, that'd be awesome. If we had that many people coming to confession, I'd be psyched. All right. So take some time in these days and weeks ahead. Prepare a time to come, either at St. John's or one of the local parishes. Think about some of the masks you're hiding behind, you know, some of the things that are kind of preventing you from being who God called you to be, and allow the Lord through the sacrament of reconciliation to set you free so the Holy Spirit can dwell. Look soon for more information and some more ways you can prepare for the sacrament of confirmation, and know how much we are looking forward to praying with you in the celebration of the sacrament of confirmation in the fall. Have a great day, everyone.